woman says, oh no, the man in the hat already paid for your beers. So we go up to shake his hand. We think it's probably the guy in the big cowboy hat. And he's shaking our hands as a firm handshake. And it's a proper Texas hospitality. He's like, oh yeah, he's just chatting away, asking us where we're going, where we're from. Lovely, lovely Texas man. And then he's like, hold on, wait here. I've got something for you guys. And he gave us both this heavy duty pin from the Amarillo Police Department. And it's heavy. It's really heavy duty. And he's like, this is for you guys. And then everyone's chatting away and we're shaking everyone's hands. And then as we're leaving, somebody else is like, oh, I overheard you chatting. Everyone is so friendly. Normally this kind of bar maybe would intimidate me a little bit. In Texas, no point in being intimidated because everyone is literally has a heart full of gold, it seems like. That was the nicest thing.
And pockets full of gold.
Yeah, and pockets full of coins.
While walking through the city, she casually complimented a passerby. Rather than simply saying, thank you, and continuing on, the stranger responded with an incredibly warm conversation and genuine appreciation. The unexpected friendliness left her pleasantly surprised because, as she explained, that type of spontaneous interaction isn't something she encounters very often back home. Moments like these have become part of the growing conversation surrounding this World Cup, showing that personal experiences can sometimes tell a very different story from the one many people expect before they arrive.
She just complimented someone's bunny ears on the street and they gave them to me. That's how nice people are in America. It's so cute. I'm heading off to the beach and my boyfriend's made me a picnic. How nice is that? It's just such a good day in America, always. The best life, yeah.
Coming up next, a group of football supporters from Scotland discovered that even a simple stop at a neighborhood pub could turn into an unforgettable experience. They expected nothing more than a relaxing drink, but the atmosphere and the people they met quickly changed the direction of their evening. What followed was a series of unexpected moments that caught them completely by surprise. Every new encounter introduced something different, making the visit far more memorable than they had imagined. By the time they headed home, they weren't just leaving with photos. They had collected stories they would be sharing with friends and family for years to come. Let's see exactly what happened.
He paid the beer for her. That is friendship.
We're hearing a lot of that.
Yeah, I was at like a 7-Eleven there, and the police, they were buying like people's food and all that. They were just so nice. You would never find that in Scotland.
Had a few drinks bought free of charge, which is great. We love that. But we've also reciprocated that, so it's no problem.
Are Americans representing, is that what you're saying?
100%.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Okay. What begins as a simple conversation about greeting customers quickly turns into a funny and eye-opening comparison. He describes how a normal interaction in the United States left a lasting impression, then compares it to the far more direct atmosphere he often encounters at a British McDonald's drive-thru. His honest reactions make the entire story both entertaining and surprisingly relatable. With plenty of humor and sharp observations, he explains how even the smallest act of kindness can completely change someone's day. Sometimes a smile, a warm greeting, or a few friendly words make a much bigger difference than people realize. Take a look at his experience and decide for yourself.
So another observation for being in the A is that Southern hospitality is real. It's not just a myth, it's a real thing, and I've experienced it firsthand. You could be walking down the street and someone will be like, good morning, sir. How are you, sir? It's like, wow, that person actually acknowledged me and spoke to me. Like the customer service, when you go into a restaurant, a bar, anything, a shop, how are you doing today, sir? How can I help you, sir? Like, it's good manners and people seem to be happy to be working, doing their job. Like, I know there's a tip culture there, but people seem to be genuinely happy to do their job. And one thing I will say is I had the same thing in Miami. I know Miami's technically not the South, but people seem to be really happy doing their jobs and keen to actually talk to you and conversate with you. That's just something we don't get here. Like, if you go for McDonald's breakfast, say, you go through the drive-thru here, you go to the intercom and it'd be like, am I usually out today? That's all we get. Like, we've got a long way to come, I think, with our manners, our customer service, our hospitality. The guys, I actually feel like I'm in the South right now because we're in the middle of a heat wave and it's hot.
Instead of the tense or uncomfortable experience he may have imagined before arriving, he was welcomed with genuine friendliness and respect. The employees took time to answer his questions, made him feel completely at ease, and treated him like a valued guest. To make the visit even more memorable, they surprised him with a thoughtful gift, leaving him with a great first impression. Let's take a look at how his first real dive into this unique side of American culture turned into an experience he wasn't expecting.
Is on another level to the UK. In the UK, when you want to get served by someone in a shop or a restaurant, it feels like that they don't really want to be there, they don't really want to help you. In the US, it's almost unrealistic how much these people want to help you, and this has happened everywhere I've been. In a gun shop yesterday, I was so intrigued by guns, I wanted to shoot them. Silly enough, I thought that you could just go to any gun shop and there's a shooting range. That's not the case, but they still let me hold the guns, talk to me about them, spend some time showing me around the shop, and they gave me a little patch to commemorate me just going to the shop. Then getting the cowboy hat, everyone was super friendly. The guy stayed with me for ages, fitting it, helping me pick one, etc. It's incredible. And then the restaurants are another level as well. I've loved my time in America. All the people are just so friendly. Again, I think...
As we come to the final part of this story, one moment stands out above everything else. A young woman from Britain decided to record a heartfelt message after her visit to the United States, sharing an opinion that surprised many viewers. Rather than repeating the expectations she had before her trip, she openly admitted that her perspective changed in a major way after seeing the country for herself.
I need to apologise to you. Before I came to this country, I believed everything negative I saw in the news. I saw things about how everyone was rude, how everyone tried to rip you off, and how people just genuinely don't get on. I have now been here over 2 weeks, and I can confirm that that is not the truth. Everyone has been so friendly to me. Everyone wants to talk to me, everyone's been giving me advice about my trip, and just genuinely being so helpful. American hospitality is definitely a real thing.
Coming up next is a heartwarming moment that perfectly captures an everyday act of kindness. A traveler from Europe experienced something inside a clothing store that completely caught her by surprise, and the reason behind it has touched thousands of people online. For many visitors, this kind of unexpected encouragement from someone they've never met feels unusual. But in many parts of the United States, small gestures of support between strangers happen more often than people realize. It's a simple reminder that a few kind words can brighten someone's entire day. Take a look at this uplifting moment and see why it has resonated with so many viewers.
Something very American just happened and I'm just in love with it. I was in a shop and there was this woman trying a beautiful dress, and suddenly there's a woman who came out of nowhere. She was just on the street. She opened the door and she said, "Oh my God, you're beautiful." It was just a free compliment, free kindness. And this is something so special.
And surprisingly, every single day is their American hospitality. Let me give you an example. So this morning I was in my local coffee shop talking to my dog. Then this guy checked me out and said, "Oh, you're here for the World Cup?" Explained, "No, I live here." Gave the whole backstory, had a little chat with him. He then got to the till. He said, "What can I get you?" I was like, "No, don't be silly. You don't need to get me anything." He's like, "No, it's a welcome to the neighbourhood." I was like, see, in the UK, that just doesn't happen, especially down south. I've always known Americans have been very generous and they're very welcoming. However, the level I've experienced since moving here is...
I'll buy a twisted tea, right?
Twisted tea! Okay, use some twisted tea!
You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much.
I'll be careful.
Oh my God. He just knocked on the window and gave us his $100 bill and said, "Go and get a hotel for tonight." I'm literally lost for words, guys. It's like the human decency, the love, the compassion, the hospitality, everything. These people are some of the finest in the world, and the fact that anybody has the nerve to say otherwise is almost insulting after what we've experienced.
You guys are the absolute best. He just knocked on the window and gave us this $100 bill and said, "Go and get a hotel for tonight." I'm literally lost for words, guys. It's like the human decency, the love, the compassion, the hospitality, everything. These people are some of the finest in the world, and the fact that anybody has the nerve to say otherwise is almost insulting after what we've experienced today. These fans came expecting the worst but left completely in love with the US. Honestly, as Americans, sometimes we forget how amazing our country and our people really are. Seeing this reminds us how lucky we are to live here. Huge shout out to everyone who showed them true American hospitality. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later.